In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through kind of a topic that is very top of mind for a lot of trainers, a lot of people in the space at the moment. Obviously, a lot happening with, AI, bots, all of that sort of stuff at the moment, and a lot of people are using the bots for writing social media content, writing their ads, writing hooks, writing sales scripts. I've heard even. And pretty much anything you can think of now. You may have heard the statistics or the stuff that they've done around the AI and how smart it is, and basically how people are, like at universities, literally putting in their question and getting the bots to write reports or essays, and even so much so that they did a study where the students were using it to write essays and getting fairly good marks, and then they even thought, well, can the AI replace the teacher as well, and the AI marking all of the essays rather than an actual human doing it. So kind of both ends, writing it and marking it themselves. Now, it's incredibly intelligent. There's so much stuff, and it's only going to get smarter and smarter as the more people use it, the more data that goes into it. But one of the main ways trainers, business owners, fitness professionals are trying to use it now is to get out of the need to write their own social media content, posts, write their own ads, so on and so forth. Now, what I want to do in this video is to kind of take you through what we've tested and recommendations on it. Now, you may have tried it, you may not have tried it, you may have thought about it or had someone that's done it. Ultimately, through all the testing that we've done and all my mentors have done to date, and we spend a lot on advertising every single day, and as a result, we get to test fast with a large data set to actually get proper data. And all my mentors are above me, very, very large ad spends, audiences, so on and so forth. Now, in all the testing that we've done, the AI, when we get them to write an ad, has never beaten ads that we write ourselves or one of our copywriters write. Never. Head-to-head testing, frequent times, numerous times, literally giving it a couple of different chances, and it has never beaten an ad that we've written ourselves. Now, the reason being, I've kind of analyzed the data and then analyze the two ads. Now, the actual skill of writing ads or social media content that actually gets people to take action, right? Now, there's a huge difference between just writing content and doing content, and there's a huge difference between content that gets someone to want to take an action, and that action becoming a lead prospect or a client of yours, right? There is a huge difference. Now, the AI is incredibly intelligent, right? But it needs to be a jack of all trades, right? So it kind of takes all data from around the world in and then spits out what it believes to be the best general answer to any question, right? And so as a result, whether it's an ad or a social media piece of content, you will get a quite good answer, right? Not a great answer, not a really laser targeted high performing thing. You will generally get a medium performance level thing, right? And unfortunately, to get people to want to take action, you need to be able to motivate them from an emotional and then a logical basis, right? You need to be able to communicate in their terms to them. And anytime that it kind of just feels off, it's what's called scent, ad scent, content scent. As soon as someone can feel like it's a little bit off, you lose them. You lose the opportunity to draw them into where you want them to be, to influence them to take an action towards a goal that they actually want, helping them, right? With helping them solve what they actually want to be solved, right? So your goal as a business owner is to find people who have a problem, who want to have that solved, and then to motivate them enough to take action towards the goal that they want to do, rather than just sitting back and going, I'll do it someday, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next month, I'll do it next year. Just motivate them to take an action, persuade them to take an action today, and persuade them to go with you rather than the 100 other options out there, right? Now, as I said, with all the testing we've done, you get not bad results, right? But not good enough, right? And ultimately, when you're talking about business, you're talking about, your money going in, talking about profit, you're talking about your future, financial security, all that sort of stuff. Like, this stuff's important. And unfortunately, the people who are using AI to write the posts or do ads and just putting it out there, they're not taking control, or they're not respecting the process, right? And then when they don't get a result and they lose their money, or they put out content, no one responds, and they're scratching their head going, why, right? And it's because they're not respecting the process, right? They're trying to take a lazy shortcut, and then they're getting the lazy result, right? AKA lack of result. So the one way that you can use AI and the stuff they got at the moment, like I said, you wouldn't ever use it to write all of your content. You wouldn't ever use it to write an ad, but it's pretty good at giving you getting you in the ballpark, right? Now, I know of some people who will, for example, get it to write an ad, and then they will take that ad and they'll tweak it and change it with the skill set that they have as a human, right? Or content, right? Write a post on XYZ, and then they'll go in and tweak it and change it. So it's kind of like, it can help shortcut by giving you the bones of something, but it's never going to be good enough until you put your skill set on top of it. Now, for those of you who are hoping that, rather than having to learn how to be good at marketing and communication, I can now just shortcut all that, be lazy, never get the skill, and just use AI to do it for me, then unfortunately, that's not reality, right? And if you truly want to take responsibility for your current situation, your future, then you need to skill yourself up, right? Every time you up level your skill in something, you're going to up level your life, right? And there is no way that you can go, you know what, I suck at marketing, or I suck at sales, or I suck at getting leads, or whatever. I can just get this computer to do it for me, and then I never need to worry about it. Unfortunately, you're going to get the results that you've always gotten. They're not going to be good enough, and you're going to be frustrated, right? The only true way to take control of your current situation, your future, is to skill yourself up in somewhere where it is directly correlated to your success and where you want to go in terms of your goal, right? And actually putting in the work, getting the right inputs, and spending the time to level up in important areas in your life, like what we term 80-20 areas of your life, like things that if you become slightly better at, your life is 10 times better, right? Rather than less important things. So sales, marketing, communication, there's nothing more important than that, whether it's written, whether it's spoken, whether it's sales calls, whether it's marketing copy, ads, whatever it might be. They're all kind of the same thing. It's all kind of the same skill set. And if you drill down on that stuff, your life will be multiples better, right? So I guess I want to finish up the video by saying, don't be lazy thinking that AI is going to do your job for you, and you can just be skillless and just depend on the computer to do whatever you need to do. No, you need to skill up yourself, right? You need to skill up in the areas that are important. And as you skill up, that is a skill you're going to have a life that's going to pay you back for life, right? Now, AI, computers, so on and so forth are there. They're great to help, support, and allow you to fast track the process, I guess. But where we're seeing the most use for that sort of stuff is idea generation, right? So for example, rather than if some people are like, oh, I've got no ideas for content, or I've got no idea for an opening line to an ad, right? So you can ask the question of for example, in the primary example I gave of, can you give me 10 ideas of highly important, highly relevant, or exciting social media posts to this market, whatever it might be. And it'll give you 10 examples, right? And then of those examples, you just take them and you pick the ones that you like most. And that's what you do your content around, rather than having to come up with the ideas yourself, right? You're using it as kind of like a research tool or an ad, right? Can you please write 10 opening lines that are structured in a way of X, Y, Z. Like if you've got a template, you know how to write ads, you know how to ask the right question, and you can get them to write like 10 different hooks, or give me 10 different pain points for middle-aged men looking to lose weight, right? Or the top 10 pain points for middle-aged men looking to lose weight. And then it will jot down the top 10 most searched, most needed pain things from all the internet and all that sort of stuff. And so it'll put you on the right path. You can choose point 1, point 2, point 3, the top 3, and then you can write an ad around that using those words or whatever it might be, right? But don't get it to write your ads for it. Don't get it to write your content for you, because ultimately you're the one that's going to fail. You're the one that's going to feel the lack of results. And I guess you're going to see it just fall flat on its face. So I want to see you get the results you need. I want to see you grow. I want to see you get more clients, have more impact, and get paid what you're worth. So use these tools effectively. They are not going to replace skills in any way, shape, or form. They're only going to get better and better the more people use them, but use it more as a research tool than as a tool to do all your work for you, and you'll get better results. Hopefully that makes sense. If you've got any questions for whatsoever on that, or you need more help growing your online fitness business, getting clients consistently, clients who are happy to pay you what you're worth and stick around long term, you can send me a DM, or you can send me an email at chris@tribefit.co. That's chris@tribefit.co, not .com. And we can have a chat. And that is it from me today. Hopefully that helps. Bye for now.